Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and for my new subscribers, I'm very glad you're joining us. My name is Yvonne, welcome. In today's video I want to show you the finished accordion journal I have been making for a while now, and I filmed a tutorial series with this journal. I will link the videos down below if you want to if you see this journal now and you want to make your own. It's step by step. I filmed how you could make it. Unfortunately, in November and December, I got very ill and wasn't able to craft. Then the holidays came and I got a cold again. So I decided in between that I was feeling better in the holiday season to finish it off. I think I filmed the decorating of the third signature, because it has 3 signatures in the accordion fold. Yeah, I'll show you a bit better later. And so off camera I did bits and pieces to finish it. That was not my intention. I wanted to film it completely, but it already took a long time for me to finish this journal. I'm a slow crafter. I always have to think a lot about all the decisions I want to make. But I'm very, very happy with the way this turned out. The images are from Crislanacrafts, and the kit is called L'Enfance, the childhood, and the images are stunning. They're so beautiful and vibrant in color, so I'm very pleased with the way this turned out. So here you see a bit, one signature, one signature, one signature, and here you can see the 2 signatures, where you see the pages, and that's the third one, and again the signature. Some fluff. This journal, if you followed along, you know this will be for sale. If you're interested after seeing this video, please contact me. In the description box is my email address, or you can always contact me by a personal message on Instagram or on my Facebook site. The journal is decorated, but if you want to journal in it, you'll see it with the flip through. That's really possible. There's more than enough room to journal in. But if you want this journal to be just an inspiration, that's also a possibility. All the fluff, if it's too much or it's in your way, most of the ephemera is loose. You can change in the way. No, oh, I'm sorry, I'm a bit lost for words. The ephemera is changeable. If you don't like it at one page, you can change it to another or a complete new journal, whatever you like. So let's get into it. A chiffon ribbon, I took it as a closure. My attention, because it's an accordion journal, I wanted to wrap around some fabric. I don't know what you call this. It's not a trim, but a strip of fabric. But then it would go over the head of the girl, and I really didn't want that. And to put it above the girl, it wouldn't be in the middle of the journal. So I didn't like it. So I put eyelets here and here. So that closes these 2. But then I was left that this was flopping. So I put an eyelet there and put the same fabric on there. So and that's why I put these on. It's a lot of fluff and it's so nice in your hand. It's a very lovable journal, and I loved working in it, and I think the recipient will be very happy to work in this. It's a lovely journal. I'm very happy with the way this turned out because I never made an accordion journal before, and I really like the format. So you can see it a bit better. Let me take the signature so it's more visible. You see signature here, here, and here. If you want to know more about the construction, then I suggest you look at the tutorial series. Also a beautiful image of the kit, this also, and I left them the way they are. You can, the recipient can extra decorate these pages or just leave them as they are. I didn't want to be the journal to be completely filled and completely done. I want the recipient to make it her own if she wants. Also from the kit, and this I made, beautiful journaling card, and you can always stick more journaling in here. A very old Dutch book page. Also, I didn't want to add anything to it because the script is beautiful, the image is beautiful, and if you buy this journal, you can always change things up. A vellum bag, because it's very chunky. When the recipient who gets this journal will get some extra ephemera to use in this journal or another, but I didn't want to put more stuff in here, so you can always put something here. I made a heart, a little texture paste on it. That's something I didn't film because this is all filmed. So the envelope just opens up if you take the paper clip off, and then you can fill it with your own memories. This I included because the pink is coming back everywhere. So it's a journaling card. Just some ephemera I still had. This was all done on camera. Here I added a book page with a beautiful illustration of children and people skating, but it's loose. You can use it in another journal, but I like to include some extra papers or ephemera to use in the journal. Some decoration on this paper was already green. I just put it in water to have there's more crinkly behind it, but to get the crinkles in it. I like it more than that the paper is plain. Here I did texture paste on very old, it's not tracing paper, it's the paper that's in between the photo albums. To protect the photos, you can't see it, but in real there's spider web in the paper. If you see it, they're all the kind of a spider web in the paper. That's why I like it. Texture paste, I put it on under some heavy books, but because it was all crinkled up. But it's nice and flat now. A bit of decoration with trims. Vintage book page, also beautiful with the font. A pocket with an image of the kit and some sample stamps. I added just a plain but vintage tag for the recipient to use. And this is the middle of the signature, of the first signature. Some collaging with embossing. I have to see that the camera picks it up. It's a very gloomy day here, but the sun was shining a bit, and I'm trying. Hopefully the light will be okay. This is also from a very old Dutch children's book, and I really like the illustration. This one I did on camera. Also the journal card I made. Beautiful image on cardstock, scrapbook paper. Oh, I have to take this out. This is on camera also some collaging to make, to reinforce, because this is vintage music paper and it's brittle. So I saw someone else do it, it's not my idea, to make a bit of a collage and then also have your paper reinforced, and I really like that idea. And this is, it is a printable, but I really liked it because they're girls, and yeah, all the images are children, so I thought this was suitable, an ad, and it's printed on onion skin paper. On the signature strings, I beaded some beads. Not my thing, it's so fiddly, and I'm always glad when that's done. An old flashcard, it's vintage, on the beautiful script book page, and some fluff on the paper clip. It's a little book with a heart, but you can take it off if you don't like it, or you can move it around. Here I just added, because here sometimes the glue seeps through. That's not always the case. If you let it dry on some heavy books, mostly not. But this is just flat. You can put something underneath there, some trim. And on this side I thought I put some trims there also, so if the glue were seeping through you wouldn't see it. You can tuck something behind this, but it doesn't have to. It's just the decoration of the page. Some wrapping paper, of the packaging paper, I did some texture paste on, and this is also from the kit, a postcard. And I forgot. I always put a real stamp on there. Yeah, I have to do that. I always like to put a real vintage stamp on there, and I have plenty. Dictionary page. This is a cute page from Rosehill Paper Cottage. Paper Cottage, sorry. But in the video where I made this, in the tutorial series, I always give credit to the person who came up with this idea. It's a flip out, you can journal here, image from the kit, and on the back also lots of journaling space. And if you fold it up, this can be a tuck spot, you can put something in there, and it holds with paper clip if it wants to go back on there. And yeah, it's a nice effect to use it in a different way. And the vellum envelope, this is attached to this with some paper, and then you can use two completely different papers or bags or items, and you can attach them together as a page. You can use this as a belly band, but I really like the effect like this, so you don't have to stick something in there. Also a vintage Dutch book page. Everybody in the Netherlands, certainly my age, knows Pinkeltje and grew up with these books. So I had to include it. This is the last thing I posted and made. It's all with the paper clip, so you can move it around if you don't like the placing here. A round embellishment, a clock, really like these. These are printables. And a little heart with some texture paste and a vellum pocket also from the photo album paper, and you can feel the spider web that's in the paper, the structure, texture. Here a lace pocket, and that was the first signature, and you automatically go into paper of the third signature. Also, again, I didn't do anything, just stuck that on because it's such a beautiful kit and I didn't want to change everything, but the recipient can do that if she likes. Also, kit pages, beautiful images, coloring and designs. It's an amazing kit. Really like this paper also. Some crochet trim. This flips open. Some vintage ledger. Here I made a pocket of it. Also, oh, I'm too close. A journaling tag. You can see I love texture paste. I use it a lot. Very glad that I discovered that. Also, vintage book page. A vintage page where children learn to write. And I just did this Tim Holtz word card on there, hung it there, reinforced it. Embossing, I really like that idea, and I made some holes in it with a paper strip to attach it and reinforce it. This again is standard blue paper, just wet it and let it dry to get it crinkly. This one I made before I made the page, and I didn't want to include it, and later I thought, yeah, it's such a cute image, and yeah, it's okay, you can use it in another journal, you can remove it if you don't like it here, but I thought I'm going to include it anyway, but as a loose element. Again, texture paste and my favorite Braille paper. I love that paper because of the texture. It's just something else. A tuck spot to put your personal memories in. Here you can really see the Braille paper. Again, the book page with the beautiful script. This is a pocket. And again, I didn't fill them all because, yeah, it would stand out so much, and I want a recipient to put her own things in there. This is just for decoration, but, oh yeah, no. I thought I made it as a tuck spot, but this is just decoration. Very, very old music paper. I had to reinforce it a bit, and on purpose I did it with, yeah, it's from the kit. I make, I don't have an example at hand. I put double-sided tape on the back of the printable, and then I cut strips of it and I can use it as washi tape. So I reinforced all kinds of pieces, and here again the collaging to reinforce the middle of this is very thin paper, it tears very easily. I left this open so the recipient can make it into a pocket, but if you have something more wide you want to tuck in here, and yeah, for example, it's more wide, you can let it stick out, it doesn't matter. My all-time favorite German font, the very old font, and this is a vintage telegram, but it's a scan because I wanted to try it on this very thin paper. I don't know exactly what kind of paper it is. It's a bit thicker than onion skin, but I don't really know what it is. But I thought it would go very nicely in here. And again, it doesn't have to stay here, but I want to include extra materials to use in the journal. Again, the beads on the second signature and some fluff. This is also a card that is removable, and I collaged it with scrapbook paper and embossed paper in the German font again, and on the back there's journaling space. All the paper clips have something of a fabric or something on there. A real Dutch bag from a tourist shop. I really like it, and again with digitals made paper strips, so it's attached to the page, and an image from the kit, and some texture paste on wrapping paper. Here I have some white lace, but you can tuck something in there. This is also loose. I really love this. It's vintage wallpaper. An image from the kit. It's loose, so you can journal on the back of the picture and then put it back, and nobody will know you're journaling. On the back it's completely blank for journaling, and the page also. This is a flip out, just the normal blue paper, and I backed it with a kit paper from the digital, but you can always put a beautiful photo there or an image, decorate it the way you want. And this is a collage page from the kit. Again, the learning to write paper, the book, old book page, and this is a vintage ledger. Folded it up, that's the end. And this is a report, booklet from my mother-in-law. She passed away, but it's not the original, of course. I scanned it, but I really like the idea of the report card being in this, because it's, yeah, the theme is a bit childhood, and then you can have a report card in there. She was not the sweet little girl, but yeah, she was an amazing lady. I really loved her. And but she was not playing by the rules all the time. And for yeah, in that age, let's see which year it was. That was not. Yeah, you had to. 1944. And where she came from the north of the Netherlands, and I live in the south. Later they moved to the south. They're very religious, and yeah, so not being a naughty girl wasn't always going well. So I added that because I really liked the touch of it. Then you close it, and in a way this will be a bit the front cover of the third signature. So it flips here. So now we had those two done, and now we're in the middle part, and it stays really flat. That was something I was really surprised by. If you want to work in this journal, it's really possible, and you can always flip this. So yeah, it's not a journal that's so bulky that you can't do anything in it. I really like this image. So again, or the design, I didn't want to add to it because it's already yeah, much in design. So yeah, but you can always put a photograph or an image on there if you like. This is tissue paper. I crunched it up and decorated the back of the digital. This is an embossing folder I have with yeah, a bit old script, and I made a tuck spot and an image of the kit, some decoration there. This is very old wallpaper. You can see the coloring is like that. In real, I just flipped it over. On the script page, a little embellishment, and it's a pocket. A bit careful because it's brittle, the old wallpaper, so it will tear. This is a tuck spot, an old envelope, and I put some texture paste on it. An old book page. I really love those images. This is also Odd and Seen. This book is about two children, and again, everybody my age grew up with these books also. Some yeah, kind of a ledger notepad paper. It's one of my few last ones. I really like this paper, and I put a digital on there. I really like, with monograms, and I just folded it, aged it a bit, also I think on onion skin, the way it feels. I think I used onion skin because I was testing all kinds of papers, and now I don't know exactly which one I used where. That, again, also a bit different paper, but also for the children to learning to write. Coffee dyed. Vintage music page, also reinforced with a strip of paper of the kit. Very beautiful. An image and my favorite German paper on the back, and it's a very large pocket. Some stamping. This is also pink paper by origin, but a bit tea-dyed, so you get just a different color. This is loose, also attached with a paper clip, and I can take it off. You can put something in here. It's a tuck spot. Here it's a pocket, and I put a beautiful image. I'm from the Netherlands, so I had to include a beautiful mill. I really like mills and to visit them. It's, yeah, our heritage. It goes in there, and this is loose on the page just for some extra texture and flipping and flopping. And it attaches here, but it can also be removed with the beautiful lace, and that's sticking out so the fluff goes outside. This I didn't attach, but you can make a tuck spot or a pocket out of it. With some beautiful fabric, a tuck spot, image of the kit, little ruffle, the vintage music page and the writing page, and this is also from the kit. This I just attached for some extra ephemera to decorate. This is the back of the kind of notepad or ledger looking paper. And this is a vintage, a digital, also on very thin paper, a letter I printed and aged. So it can be used here or else. Just a little extra in the journal. This I found very suitable to include. It's vintage wallpaper, and yeah, the mother and the child go so well with this theme. I had to include it. Very beautiful image. Children's book page. This is image from the kit, and it's a top tuck. The script page, but it's possible if it's not too heavy you can put something in there, but I just wanted a large fabric tab that's sewn on, and this is a double pocket. You can put something in here, but this is a pocket also. This is sheer fabric and this is lace, so yeah, in a way you have three, but I just wanted all kinds of dimensions and textures in there. Then this is, I did it wrong. This is in a way the end of the signature, but the way I constructed the journal, I could make an extra page or flap, so I did, and this image, it's amazing. They're so, the images are so beautiful, so I had to include this, and this is just decorated. It's stuck, but just a bit of collaging, and here an embossed pocket, a side pocket, a little image of the kit. And this, I first had this as a page. That's why it's stuck together with paper. It's a vintage book about the way girls should be behaving and what they had to learn and it's in French, and I really like the French script I always like, but also the girl images. So I took it out as a page. It is so thin and brittle. I didn't like it, so I took it out, and I will include it in the journal, because that's what I intended for it. So that's the flip through of my accordion journal. I really loved making this. I really love the way it turned out, with all the laces and trims and beading. A bit of a side view. And if the recipient wants a different closure, as if she doesn't like this, or you want to use it in another way, you can always take it out. All kinds of things are removable and interchangeable, so that's always nice. I really love this. Yeah, very happy with the way this turned out. I hope you liked the flip through. If you think, oh, I really like this accordion style journal, please go to the link down below, and you can follow the tutorial. And I would love to be linked and to see what you make of your accordion journal. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. If you like this video, I would love for you to subscribe, give a like or a comment. It will also help my channel to grow, and I really love making these videos. If you are interested in this journal, it's for sale, please contact me, and we'll make it work. And I will see you next time in my next video. Bye bye!